Jennifer Lopez's first husband, Ojani Noa, says Diddy played a role in his divorce from the triple threat.
I was telling you that I could always see you getting back with Puffy in a little way.
I remember you said
Yes.
that. Yes.
Or in my mind.
Look at
Or in my mind, getting together.
J.Lo's ex-husband Ojani Noa has exposed Diddy as being the reason why he and J.Lo's marriage lasted just 11 months. Ojani even went as far as to claim that J.Lo went to great lengths to ruin his life after they divorced. Now people are wondering whether J.Lo cheated on her first husband with Diddy. Y'all grab your seats as we dive deep into the reason why. Until today, J.Lo has always seemed to let Diddy ruin all her marriages. Now, we all know by now that J.Lo has to be one of the unluckiest lover girls on the planet. It seems that every time all her relationships seem to end in complete disaster. But now, J.Lo's first husband is shedding some light on why their relationship ended and who is behind all of J.Lo's relationship issues. So, while speaking to Despierta America, Ojani revealed that one of the main reasons their relationship fell apart so quickly was because of Diddy. As it turns out, Diddy has been allegedly pulling J.Lo's heartstrings for decades now. You see, J.Lo met Diddy shortly after she got married to Ojani. Back then, Diddy was one of, if not the biggest rappers. He was topping the music charts and he ran his own record label. There was no bigger than Diddy back then. At the same time, J.Lo was the hottest upcoming star. Everything she touched turned into Hollywood gold, whether it be TV shows or music. She was a fast rising star, so it didn't come as a surprise when she and Diddy came together to work on her album, On the Six. Now, according to Ojani, that's where their relationship started having issues. According to Ojani, after Diddy and J.Lo began collaborating, J.Lo allegedly began becoming deceitful and secretive. At the time, Ojani was in LA working on opening his restaurant, and J.Lo was traveling between Miami and New York, so she could work on her album with Diddy. According to Ojani, he tried as much as he could to be there for J.Lo, but the distance was just too much, and it seems Diddy was more than happy to fill the vacancy. But here's where all the drama is. Things got so bad that at the end, J.Lo had completely turned on him, and she began ruining his life and his career, and he didn't know why. In the interview with Despierta America, he said, "I would ask Jennifer, what did I do to you so that you have taken me to court? You have accused me, you have lied, you have created false things about me, and you have called several companies to throw me out and different television networks not to give me work. Why? If I have not done anything to you, let her tell the truth, let her tell everything that happened." Now, it didn't take long after J.Lo divorced Ojani that she officially began seeing Diddy. Now, back then, Diddy said it was love at first sight when he met J.Lo. However, J.Lo took some time to warm up to Diddy. Reportedly, J.Lo wasn't initially impressed by Diddy's bad boy antics, but the more they spent time together and got to know each other, the more J.Lo started warming up to Diddy. Fast forward to the MTV Music Video Awards, and J.Lo and Diddy made their relationship official, and the whole world went crazy. Diddy, a bad boy rapper, and Jenny from the block, it seemed odd, but people loved it. Whenever the two were together, they just seemed perfect.
Started to happen. I started looking into her eyes, spending more time with her, and I just fell in love with him.
But at first, I didn't like him at all.
However, that relationship quickly developed its issues. Diddy allegedly made his relationship with J.Lo so toxic for her that back when they were dating, there were often reports of J.Lo knocking down hotel doors trying to find him. J.Lo has always denied those rumors, but did admit that she went through a lot. I never caught him, but I just knew he'd say he was going to a club for a couple of hours and then never come back that night. Back in 2003, J.Lo did an interview with Vibe magazine, and she detailed how she almost went nuts because of all the things Diddy put her through. "It was the first time I was with someone who wasn't faithful. I was in this relationship with Puff where I was totally crying, crazy, and going nuts. It really took my whole life in a tailspin. Y'all, Diddy cheated so much that one time he did it while J.Lo was upstairs, and that's not even the worst part. The worst thing is that during this particular time, J.Lo had thrown him a huge party and had done all sorts of thoughtful things for him all day."
But we had just came from, Jennifer had just gave him this hell of a day. I mean, like, we went to the Miami Hurricanes game. Was it? Yeah, we went to Miami State Hurricane. We was on the field while they were playing and stuff. And he gave him a party at 321 in Miami. She rented a club, gave him a party, gave him this big backyard party, dinner and everything like that. They gave him a party at the club. And then we came back. One of his, what's his name? Slam had set it up because Jennifer went upstairs. And Puff said, yo, Gene, watch the door. Don't let nobody come through the door. And I said, all right. And Slam set it up. And I wanted to say it was Korean, but I'm not sure it was her. But it was supposed to be somebody that was either up to her level in fellatios, or it was her. I'm not sure. And while Jennifer was upstairs, he was down there getting a fellatio from her.
Did she ever find out?
She know now.
Anyways, when Jello finally decided to end things officially with Diddy, he didn't believe her at first because they had broken up so many times before that he didn't take her breaking with him seriously anymore. Now, even though their relationship ended, Jello was never really the same. And if rumors are to be believed, her relationship with Diddy was so complicated that it allegedly led to her divorce to Ben Affleck almost years later after she broke up with Diddy. Now, to understand what I mean, we'll have to look at J-Lo's relationship history. And there is a lot of history to go through. Now, after ending things with Diddy, J-Lo quickly got into a relationship with Chris Judd.
The Lucky Six included a 31-year-old dancer named Chris Judd.
When she saw his photograph, she had an instant reaction to it.
Jennifer and Chris met on the set of Love Don't Cost a Thing. Puffy was in and out, and Chris and Jennifer caught each other's eyes, and there was definite chemistry.
It was great because, you know, we're on the same wavelength. He understands.
Now, this shocked people, especially after J-Lo talked about how she went through a lot with Diddy. People started questioning how she was able to heal and move on so fast.
Jennifer Lopez wanted to date Chris Judd. Chris Judd wanted to date Jennifer Lopez, but she was still with Puffy.
Maybe she was just staying with him because of all the publicity. But there were lots of stories of she and Chris, and people would see them every once in a while.
However, J-Lo responded after her second and extremely short-lived marriage to Chris by saying, "Coming out of a torrid relationship, I meet this sweet person who's so refreshing. But marriage is not just about love. I thought I had learned that in my first marriage. I love Chris, still love him. He's one of the best people. This wasn't an easy thing to walk away from, but we didn't have what it takes to make a marriage work. Chris knows the last thing I ever wanted in this effing world was to hurt him." After she was done with Chris, started dating Ben Affleck, and that developed into a pattern. The two first met on the set of Jiggly in 2001. The movie was a complete disaster. That's why you probably never heard of it. However, J-Lo and Ben's off-screen chemistry was extremely hard to miss. Rumors of a possible romance quickly started to spread, but J-Lo was still married at the time to her second husband, Chris Judd. That, however, didn't stop the rumors from bubbling. Despite their first movie, Jiggle being a complete failure, J-Lo and Ben's chemistry had fans begin for more. So, in 2002, Ben and J-Lo did another movie together called Jersey Girl, where J-Lo played as Ben's wife. Not long after that, things in J-Lo's marriage quickly went south, and J-Lo and her second husband decided to call things off in June of 2002. In November 2002, J-Lo decided to go public with her romance with Ben, making it official by including him in a scene from her hit song, Jenny from the Block. On the same month the video dropped, Ben proposed to J-Lo with a 16-karat pink diamond that cost over $2.5 million. However, come the following year, things didn't appear to be going particularly well in their relationship, and they decided it was best if they postponed their wedding. The couple released a statement saying, "Due to the excessive media attention surrounding our wedding, we have decided to postpone the date. When we found ourselves seriously contemplating hiring 3 separate coy brides at 3 different locations, we realized that something was awry. We began to feel that the spirit of what should have been the happiest day of our lives could be compromised. We felt what should have been a joyful and sacred day could be spoiled for us, our families, and our friends." Y'all after Ben, J-Lo went on to marry Mark Anthony in June of the same year, while Ben ended up marrying Jennifer Garner in June of 2005, and that lasted for quite a while, ending officially in 2014. Anyways, in typical J-Lo fashion, she moved on from Mark Anthony pretty fast because just 4 months after splitting with Mark, she started going out with Casper Smart, who was one of her backup dancers. The two had an on and off relationship until 2016 when they officially ended things because rumor had it that Casper cheated on J-Lo. As soon as things between her and Casper were over, rumors started going around that Drake and J-Lo were together after Drake was spotted cheering her on during her Las Vegas residency performance. Soon after that, pic of J-Lo and Drake getting cozy together started going viral. After Drake, J-Lo tried her luck with love when she announced she was engaged to Alex Rodriguez just 3 months after rumors of her and Drake started to die down. This was gonna be J-Lo's 4th marriage and hopefully the one that would stick, but that wasn't the case. After many fights and disagreements, J-Lo called off her engagement after UT came out that Alex cheated on her. Now, after all those failed marriages, J-Lo and Ben decided to give their love another chance. But we all know now how that went. As we are all now probably aware, Diddy's longtime rival Suge Knight made a bold claim alleging the police found some seriously compromising videos of J-Lo after they raided Diddy's house. Now, Suge didn't exactly elaborate on what was on these tapes, but he vaguely suggested that they were enough to get J-Lo seriously worried. Now, on top of that, Suge also claimed that the reason J-Lo's marriage to Ben got to an irreconcilable point was because Ben somehow became aware of what J-Lo and Diddy did and how their lies and their part in the infamous nightclub incident from 1999 back when J-Lo was still seeing Diddy. Anyways, all of these revelations have led people wondering what's the deal with their J-Lo. Just take a look at these comments. Let's see. J-Lo has been divorced 4 times and the common denominator is J-Lo. You should shift your blame to her. She cannot maintain a relationship. The woman would do anything for the fame and fortune. She's unattractive on the outside and horrible on the inside. That was and always been her modus operandus, and it will never change. However, with all these criminal accusations against the Beast, well, Beauty is going to be dragged down with him as being a willing participant, and what's to tell you that Ben didn't sense the same from his marriage to her? Remember, this woman travels with real heavy baggage. It ain't over until the fat lady signs, they say. I was wondering about Ben too. If he knew this was all coming out and that's why he bailed so quickie. Anyways, what do y'all think about J-Lo's ex-husband blaming Diddy for their relationship ending? Could it be that J-Lo has had a weak spot for Diddy all these years? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't go anywhere because y'all definitely know there is more about to come out about Diddy and J-Lo.